Sit back, relax, and get ready for takeoff. This is cinema for the thrill seekers, with more ways to watch.
Should I just take it away then?
Yeah. After you, my friend.
Thank you. So that was RAF's Thrill Seeker sponsorship. There was a lot that went around how this kind of came to be. RAF had been struggling with reduced recruitment. Their numbers were dropping by about 4% year on year, and they decided to pivot and wanted to go for a younger audience. And the way that they knew how to do that was get that incremental attentive reach that cinema provides specifically for that 16 to 34 audience. And so we worked with our DCM Studios team and Cineworld to come up with this Thrill Seeker sponsorship. So on top of having some co-branded assets that Cineworld ran with their social pages on their homepage and the newsletters, what we did from the cinema point of view was make sure we were in front of cinema goers from the moment that they stepped into the cinema. So we had D6 screens in the foyer and in the corridors. For the first time ever, there were co-branded popcorn bags that Cineworld did. So even before, as you're walking in, you're seeing ads, you're holding ads, it's all already in front of you. But what it really culminated in was sponsoring the 40X and ScreenX screens in Cineworld. So in case you don't know what either of those are, 40X is the fully immersive, you're shaking, they got the sound, they got the wind, the smells, everything. You're really immersed in the ads and the films that are playing out. And then ScreenX is the nearly 270-degree screen. So you have one on the front, but then also going along the left and right. So again, a really, really impactful viewing experience. And so they would sponsor the films running in those screenings. And we created a 10-second opening and closing ident for them, which was really, really impactful. But the biggest one was what we've just watched there was the 60-second hero spot in the gold spot, which is played right before the film starts. So you have 100% of the audience in the seats. You know it's going to be seen. But we rolled out, for the first time in cinema, the anamorphic 3D ad that you've just seen. And so what that means is it gives the illusion, as you've just seen, of a 3D ad. The plane was coming out at you for the first time without the need of any sort of glasses or goggles or anything, which is really, really innovative. I think what's even more impressive about it is that everywhere that you're seated gets the full experience. So if you're front corner, middle, back row, you're all seeing and experiencing that 3D ad without any aid. Whereas, we've seen 3D ads in out of home, and while they are incredibly spectacular, if you're not in that one special area, you might miss a bit of the impact of what it could and should look like. So because all of our screens are uniform and everything, it's an important thing to showcase as this is why, or where we're moving to. It's a bit of forward thinking for us. And then the results were really strong. So we ran a study with Differentology after some of these screenings. We saw 90% of the test group indicate that they were going to take an action, whether it's on-site or searching for more information. There was a 21% of the respondents actually applied to the RAF after seeing this. 49% of them specifically remember seeing the D6 screens, and then ad awareness was an increase of about 27%. So across the board from all the different touch points, we were really, really happy with how this came out and looking forward to doing more with it.
That's awesome. Thank you, Jordan.